Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. So, if you're new or returning and you haven't subscribed as yet, please subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell and join the family. While you're at it, thumbs up this video and show some support. Now guys, in this video, we're going to talk about Ye revealing that someone had sent him a message saying that there's a $20 million bounty on his head. Let's talk about it because no one needs to put a bounty on Ye's head, in my opinion, at this point in time. And my reason for saying this is because if you guys have been keeping up, especially with that last video that I did yesterday, wherein Ye is telling the internet that his wife had to get him a new dentist because the old one was over-medicating him to the point where when he came out of that dental office, he was almost falling on his face. Now, it could be very well that Ye is telling a lie on Bianca Censori, because if Bianca is doing that, and Bianca is the mentally stable one, I mean, if there's a $20 million bounty on his head, Bianca has collected that $20 million because who gets your husband another dentist to administer nitrous oxide that literally, when you use it in that unhealthy behavior or that unhealthy way, what is it going to do? Consciously, anyone, you don't even need to know all the details of nitrous oxide, but you know that nitrous oxide is a laughing gas. It is something that so many people have passed away from. Now, Ye is doing this under the guise, if the dentist gives it to him, it's going to be safe. But when the dentist gives that to him for such a lengthy period, it has long passed that safety, boundary, that barrier of safety, and it has gone over to what? It's going to cause his mental decline to get worse. So if someone out here has a $20 million bounty on his head, his wife has collected it, because I have to assume that. Not saying that I know for a fact. I'm just saying, I don't think anyone wants to have a $20 million bounty on Ye's head. I think that people in Ye's circle, they're like feeding his delusions at this point in time because he's giving them money and things that they want. So they're there feeding his, these delusions. And I believe that Ye oftentimes orchestrates these text messages, paying people to send him these text messages. And it is something that happens. He has done it before, right? Now, before all of this, if someone had said to me, you know what? Ye said that, he's learned that people from the Jewish community has a $20 million bounty on his head. I would say, yeah, like heck yeah, I believe it. But what Ye is doing at this point in time, no one needs to put a bounty on him because he's doing a very fine job with the support of his wife by slowly taking out himself. No one needs to do anything to him. I don't think anyone is after Ye. I think that Ye has been the safest he has been in all his life at this point in time. Because looking at this man on social media, I really can't say that. I want to say that he's so embarrassing, but I have to be, conscious and cognizant of the fact that we're talking about a mental health disorder. And when a person really, really and truly doesn't know any better, can they do any better? Absolutely not. But the reason why I have to be pointing at his wife and calling her out, because Ye lies a lot. And this is something that many people may not realize. I've caught on to the fact that the guy lies a lot, but the thing is that he's very good at lying and he's calculated at it as well. So when he says something, he ensures that he does it in such a calculated manner where it's so good to be true, you automatically believe what he's saying. For example, the last time that he told us that, my wife is educated and she said, you don't have bipolar. I think you have autism, honey. What we're seeing on social media, that's textbook manic episode, like textbook manic. And I know that there are some colleges somewhere using those clips as a part of their class to show what the Munich episode looks like. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you that they're doing it at this point in time. So what I'm saying is that Ye is given so much to people that no one needs to do anything to him whatsoever. He's doing a very, very, very good job of slowly taking out himself. He's doing a very, very good job to ensure that by the time that he takes out himself, people are not so attached to him. So there will be no great mourning. There will be no great loss because everyone is going to say, man, it hurts, but at least he's at peace because that's a point that many people are at. We hate to see him go, but at least he's at peace. So who would want to waste $20 million? For what reason? What threat is he to anyone at this point in time? He's absolutely no threat to anyone whatsoever other than himself. So with him sharing this message saying that, oh my God, someone has shared with me that people from the Jewish community has a $20 million bounty on my head for what? Because you say you like Hitler and you like this. Yeah, you have been hating and loving everything all at the same time. And the only person out here on social media, the only person out here who is definitely losing it, unfortunately, it's you. No one in their right frame of mind is going to waste $20 million at you at this point because you have done an excellent job devaluing yourself that people only pay attention to your gimmicks for entertainment purposes at this point in time, but not for valid constructive criticism. No one is paying attention to anything you're saying because it is uplifting. There's knowledge, there's wisdom as you once did. It's not as though that part of him is not there because I do believe it is still there, but does he want to bring out the best version of himself? Absolutely not. So he's doing such an amazing job of just ruining himself, stripping away all his layers. And there are people who are supporting him and his downward decline and his mental decline because, again, let me reiterate, because even though he's saying that his wife, Bianca Censori, has gotten him a new dentist, he could be lying on her because I'm wondering, because is it that Bianca is so much at her wits end where she feels as though she's out of control? She cannot get him to listen or cooperate in doing anything. And as such, she's like, you know what? This is what he wants to do. I'm going to support him in doing this in hopes that the best come out of it. So he wants to go ahead and get nitrous oxide. Let's get him a dentist who's going to rip him off, give him these nitrous oxide illegally, but let's give him a lower dose, something that's much safer. And let's grab our prior cloths and just hope that, it goes the best. And then I'll be at peace. I'll be able to finish my project, get some more money and be out of here because I cannot see a woman who loves a man who basically goes with this unless Bianca is a druggie herself. So is it that we have Bianca being addicted to drug because she was at a rehab clinic? They said that it was for her marriage, but honey, I think it is a lot more than that at this point in time. Providing what Ye said is factual, and I have to keep reiterating that because we really don't know for a fact if that's the case. So we have to keep it real and we have to just call it for what it is, because if we really don't know, then we really don't know, because he's just throwing stuff out here and we cannot take anything that he's saying for face value. We cannot believe anything that he's saying at this point in time, because the reality is the guy is not well, and we've been able to identify that he has been saying a lot of things that aren't factual. For example, he said that he hasn't seen his son, Saint, since the start of 2025, and Saint was out there in Tokyo, Japan with him on January 25th. Just imagine that. So I'm just saying, you cannot believe anything that the guy says at this point in time because he's extremely mentally unwell. And I'm going to call it for what it is. And I know that he's paying people to be beside him and to laugh at its jokes, and everyone wants to be around him because it is so easy to get money out of his hands at this point in time. So people that are just around him, joining the line to get what they can get. And the times are difficult, honey. If I could sit around you and collect some money and just ensure that he's okay as well, and, if anything should go left, I can at least call the emergency department and I get a pretty penny, like a year's worth of salary. Would I do it? Of course. But would I stay around to watch him take this nitrous oxide or any other substance? Absolutely not. I would stay around and watch him administer like, medical marijuana and prescribed medication that has been legally prescribed within the guidelines of the drug administration. But anything outside of that, would I want to be a part of it? Absolutely not. Why the heck would I want to be a part of someone's downward spiral moment, decline? And this is how you know that Ye doesn't want to be helped, because as I've said, there's so many means, ways, and methods out there to help this guy. Medical marijuana is one of them. And I believe that so many of us have seen like evidence. There's so much video evidence. There's so many people who have shared their experience with medical marijuana, people with different medical challenges, and they've shared how much it has helped them and how much they are able to function as a better person while being on the medical marijuana. So my point is anyone around Ye even caring at this point? Because I really have to ask, because I'm not seeing where it seems as though any of these people care outside of themselves. I don't know. Is it that they're at their wits' end and they're just there, watching over him, praying and hoping for the best, hoping that he's going to come out of this and he's going to see the light? That could be it. But looking from the outside, looking in, it's really not given much of that. It's given, enablers. It's given yes men. It's given rip off. It's given the sense that he's getting ripped off, left, right, and center, including his wife. Or it could be that he's, trying to make this woman look good, or trying to make it seem as though, oh, I'm good, guys. My wife is taking care of me because she's ensuring that I have a dentist that is administering the proper levels of nitrous oxide, so that when I get out of that dental office, I'm not so wobbly and falling on my face. But that is not good. I don't know if he realizes that what he's telling us, it is still not a good look. It's still not a good thing. And he's still in that danger zone. Get some help. Medical marijuana is a thing. Why does it have to be nitrous oxide? Who the heck can live a healthy, normal life taking nitrous oxide? Because Exhibit A, look at all the videos that he has been putting out. It hasn't been helping him. As a matter of fact, it is only contributing to his decline. So the fact of the matter is, if 6 months ago the Jewish community was after him, today, are they after him? Absolutely not, because Ye is after Ye. Ye is doing an amazing job of taking down himself. He is doing a slow but sure job at this point in time to ensure that he dies from the substance that he's taken, contributed with whatever mental health condition that he has going on. That's what he's doing. So these people are smart. They're not stupid. So if they have the intelligence, because the Jewish community, very intelligent, highly educated, they're not stupid. Who's going to waste $20 million on you at this point in time? No one in their right frame of mind. These text messages are orchestrated to make it seem, oh my God, they're after me. Oh my God, no one wants to get you. Get out of here with that mess. No one wants to get you. You're doing a fine job of taking down yourself. Why would anyone waste $20 million on you unless it's your wife who collected that 20 million bounty on your head? Just saying. Leave a comment below, guys. Share your thoughts. Peace.